Okay. Um, while I'm waiting for people to show up, I'm gonna go ahead and do this share real quick. Man, dude, I really do hope that I don't get no like first comment hater again. That was annoying. I wonder if there's a way I could prevent that. While I'm also waiting. All right, I give myself like at least a couple more minutes. Nobody shows up, then I am just going to. Oh man, this freaking phone, dude. All right, since nobody's here, I guess I'll just ramble for a little bit. And then, shoot, wait, I had not. Oh God, here we go. One person's up in here. Shit, please don't be a hater. Please don't be a hater. That's the last thing I need right now. Oh man. Okay. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna go ahead try to sign in for my comic book thing because I like reading comic books. Okay. Oh man, please don't be a hater. That's really what I'm trying to like see. Like I don't get it. I don't have enough subscribers to be getting this much dislike from like random strangers online. Like I'm not that successful. It's so weird because I'm just like a small creator. But it's like now I'm kind of just wondering, is every other person on YouTube just like is every other person on the internet just some random hater person? Oh well. In the meantime, while I am waiting for this to do it, waiting for this to, I can't speak right now. I really can't. Why do I always do this? All right. Well, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead and get on my comics plus. Figure out what kind of stuff I'm into reading up on today. Feel free to respond or talk or whatever. Interested in what y'all got to say. Huh. I don't know why, but I'm interested in this. Hello to the one person that's up in here. I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't know who you are, and I feel like that's how it starts. So, but I'm glad that you're here. Hope you don't have anything terrible to say. In the meantime, I always go back to this website because of the fact that I love it so much. But I should do my lesson, huh? Let me go ahead and wait. I just realized that one person is me. I'm pretty sure of that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and do my lesson real quick and get that out the way. Try to learn something. Here we go. One thing I kind of like about doing my lesson on here is that, like, it gives me a sense of like uh consistency when it comes to my lives. And also, I normally get like perfect when I do these now. So I'm feeling lucky.
12月
Okay. Hanashimasu. That is right here.
話します
Jugatsu.
10月
Junigatsu.
12月
Hachigatsu.
8月
Tabemono.
12月
Let's see.
12月大晦日
Wait, what is this?
大晦日
New Year's Eve. Oh, wow. How convenient is that? Oh, Misoka. Yeah, hey, RC. I'm doing okay, man. New Year's Eve is...
大晦日
Oh, boy. This is going to be a challenge. Let's see. What is this? O Misoka?
味噌
O Misoka wa blank mimas. So I'm guessing that's Terebi.
テレビ
Let's go. I watch TV on New Year's Eve, as do we all.
クリスマスは何をしますか
What are you going to do on Christmas? I need to remember these words.
クリスマス
Since y'all are up in here, like real quick, what are you guys planning on doing for Christmas? Y'all got anything going on? Do y'all hang out with family? Do y'all do something different? I know some people, Christmas. I know like for some people they celebrate the holidays a little differently. Like I know that like for some people, there's this one guy I used to know like for Thanksgiving he would just hang out with his homies because he was he was adopted, so he would go with he would do it with his adopted family. He would go with his adopted family, and then he'll hang out with like his friends. So that was kind of a thing that he did. He's like he's like either way I'm eating twice as much, which is dope. I like that. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, so what are you guys planning on doing for Christmas? Or as I just recently learned how to say, Christmas wa nani o shimasu ka? Which is what are y'all doing for Christmas?
クリスマスにパーティーに行きませんかクリスマスにパーティーに行きませんか
I think this person is asking me if I'm going to a Christmas party. Sweet.
イルミネーションがあります
Would there's a pretty lights display? I'm going to assume illumination is
イルミネーション
I hope. Wait, it's not pretty. It is a light display. Let's go. Lights display.
イルミネーション
横浜で素敵なイルミネーションがあります
Oh crap.
横浜で素敵イルミネーションに
Hold on.
横浜で素敵なイルミネーションがありますながあります
Let me see if I got this right.
横浜で素敵なイルミネーションがあります
Okay, so what they're saying is the light display at Yokohama is pretty nice.
12月にデパートでセールがあります
Okay. I don't even really know yet. I just want some lasagna and peace of mind. Hey man, hey, that sounds good, Not everybody is going to be not everybody is going to be want to do the same thing for Give me a second. But yeah, like hey, if you but like that would be kind of dope. I mean, hey, get a chance to sort of sit back and relax for a little bit, just enjoy how the day goes. For some people, just being able to say that they lived that long is, reward enough. So, I totally get it, man. Hey, like just to yeah, I acknowledge the holidays, but I don't go too crazy over them. Same, big same. I was never really a holidays person, but that's only because we never really like did anything for the holidays. Like, or rather, when we did, it was just something small, like within the family, and because I grew up poor, so it's like I didn't really have the opportunity to do as much as I would have preferred to. So it wasn't really anything to like, it wasn't really anything to like lose on like go nuts about. But I did like being around. I do like being around people. Good evening, Miss Tama. How you doing? Ready? How's it doing? How you doing, Miss Tama? Am I catching you in between shifts right now? Give me a second, y'all. Okay, let's see. Junigatsu ni depato de seiru garimasu. There's a sale at the department store in December. Oh God, I can't believe I got that right. Not bad. Had time off this week, so resting a lot. I'm glad to hear that. Are you gonna be off for Christmas? I mean, like, they do take off for holidays, right? Let's see. Junigatsu ni totemo samui. All right, where is this it? Samui? No. Is this it? That's not Samui. That's not Samui. That's Sukuna.
好きな
Sukina. This is Samui.
寒い
Yeah, because they're basically saying like December be cold.
12月に渋谷でパーティーがあります。
Wait. December. Oh, there's a. Wait, hold on. Junigatsu ni Shibuya. There's a party in Shibuya in December. I feel really good about this. No, the facility I work in has 24/7, 365, so I can work it if I want. But my normal shift on the weekend, so I'm personally not working these days unless they call me in. So it's kind of like a role. It's kind of like your choice. That's cool. That's cool. Also, I got 4 people up in here and only 1 like. What's up with that? I know there's like at least 2 people up in here that like your boy. You know what I'm saying? The other 2, it's like probably some randos that like hate me for no reason. But like shout out to the 2 people that's up in here right now. I wouldn't mind working on holidays though. Ha! As soon as I called out one of my 2 haters, one of them just left. That is hilarious. But still, though, you know, I only got one like, and I know I got 2 people up in here that like you, boy. Appreciate that. I like y'all too. Shout out to RC and Miss Tama. That's funny though. I really did just like randomly just announce like one of my haters, and he was like, "Nope, he sees me." Like, nah, dude, it's the internet. I always know. I know I got a hater. Where's the countdown event?
カウントダウンのイベントは
Crap. Where? Oh,
どこですか
I hope I got this right. I really hope I got this right. Heck yeah, let's go. There's a countdown event in Shibuya.
カウントダウンのイベント
Wait. Is it?
渋谷でカウントダウンのイベントがあります。
God, I hope I got this right because this is messing my head up. Let's go. Shibuya de countdown no evento ga arimasu. Looking forward to the countdown event. Okay.
カウントダウンのイベントが楽しみです。
God, I hope I got this right. I'm getting nervous about this now, as y'all can obviously tell. Sometimes I forgot to give a like when I get into the chat. Hey, it's all good. I mean, I'm just glad you're here, honestly. Like, you know, it really does, you know, like I normally do this stuff expecting nobody to show up or expecting a whole bunch of haters to show up or expecting people to not say anything. So the fact that you're here and you're talking, I mean, like, I'm not going to chastise you for not giving me a like sooner, but I'm just glad you're here and I appreciate it all the same. You know, any stories from work, you know, like, did you work on Thanksgiving? Did you see any crazy stuff on Thanksgiving or, you know, Black Friday? I'm going to try to get my daily quest done. Sorry, I'm checking something right fast. Oh man, I really hate doing this I really hate doing this like blank space thing. I apologize. I didn't work on Thanksgiving. Stuff can get crazy with coworkers, not the patients or residents though. Are you wait. You're telling me stuff can go crazy with the coworkers, but not the patients on Thanksgiving? Are you serious? With the workers? I mean, I guess because they're working a holiday and they just would rather be. I guess because they're working on holidays and they'd rather be around family. So it's probably like a case of, you know, you know what, I get it a little bit. Like, now when you bring it up, it actually kind of makes sense. But it almost didn't for a second. But you know, yeah, people crazy and chaotic. I believe it, especially in your line of work. See, and this is what I'm saying. Like this, I always go back to this. Like I know I'm always kind of. I know I don't want to. I know I sound a little pressuring when I say this, but like stuff like that is the kind of stuff that like I would gladly watch and support on YouTube. Like I would gladly watch people tell their story about how their days go, you know, on stuff like that, because of the fact that that's dope, you know, that's cool. You know, that's normal. That's normal stuff right there. Also, Miss Tama, I hope you don't mind. I think I asked you this before, but I don't remember the answer if I did ask. But you know, how did you find me? I got some stories now. Yeah, I bet you do. Like I bet you do. You've been over there for like what, a couple days now, right? One of your videos just popped up on my main page on YouTube. Oh, well, thanks. Oh, wow. I should probably like close this up. One about work and sex. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, and I stand by that. Working does in fact suck. Like, I feel like I would probably like appreciate what is up, all plus some minus. Hello. One of my favorite streamers right here. Definitely up in here, just lurking while driving home. Hey man, I get it. Look, I mean, like, hey, if you I don't want to be a distraction. So, I appreciate you for like popping up, but like please get home safely, you know? And I liked how you just had a conversational vibe like the old days of YouTube. Yeah, I try my best to. Like, I just want people to see me and know that I'm a real person. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I kind of try my best not to. It's like the way I see it is if people like my channel or people like what I provide, it's not because I'm going out of their way to get your attention because that's who I am. I don't really like, that's why I try my best. That's why I don't edit my stuff. Initially, I did edit my videos because I didn't have the money to like buy the good editing software to do things. But now it's just because of the fact that it's like I'd rather people just know who I am. You know what I mean? Like it's like this is who I am. I'm a guy sitting on the ground, just talking in front of a camera. That's it. I'm just some regular dude with a camera that blurs out every now and again, apparently. But yeah. Your shorts are also super insightful and funny. Thank you. If you can, please check out my older shorts. I was really doing some work with those older shorts. I am very proud of my shorts that I did from like way back in the day. So if you ever decided you want to kind of like get it, obviously some of them ain't gonna hit. Some of them ain't gonna hit, but some of them are hilarious. If you ever get bored, just check them out. I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm very surprised they don't have more traction. I'm not. I'm not exactly a popular guy. Like I'm literally like I would have had a YouTube next year would make my 20th year having a YouTube account, and I'm not surprised anymore. Like I'm like yeah. I mean, I do what I can with what I got, but it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can't really make people. I don't really like want people to like, follow me because I don't want people to follow me because I made them do it. I want people to follow me because they came across my stuff and enjoy what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to get in people's faces. I just want people to be like, hey, I saw your stuff. I think it's cool. Those are my people. Because like if you force yourself onto people, then that's how you get more haters. And I'm tired of internet haters. Internet haters are annoying. Like they just because it's like they latch on to you and they don't go away. But yeah. But like I said, I do appreciate, but for the few people that do pop up, show your boys some love. I'm always thankful about it. But yeah, I do appreciate that. Hands in the chat for who is still here because I'm about to start reading Bone, and I know like people don't like it when I read Bone, but like I'm practicing my voice acting work, and I am actually very proud of. I'm actually very proud of how I can read Bone. So, yeah, got 5 people up here. That's crazy. That's wild. And honestly, this is my favorite chapter of Bone, the Great Cow Race. Dang, I had 5 people. 2 people just said, nope, the heck with that. All right. So but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and read up on this because, like I said, I know people can't stand it, but I like doing it. So you're just gonna have to bear with me here. All right. So we're at the part right now where the Bone Cousins have, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. As soon as I do this, okay, that's fair. That's fair. No big deal. But so we're at this point right now where the Bone Cousins met each other. They got a chance. They found each other after splitting up. Phony is trying to rig the cow race so that he can make a whole bunch of money by lying to people, and he's up to his scheming things. Phone Bone he got his heart broken. Seeing how it works casting this live to my TV. Oh, thanks. Hey, I'm on TV. Cool. But yeah, so like I said, the Bone Cousins have found each other. The Great Cow Race is about to happen soon, and the Locust King has accosted Phony while he was at work. We meet Lucius Down, who's a cool guy, and we also realize that Grandma Ben is literally racing against the cows. Like she's actively running against the cows, and it's kind of wild. Okay, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing going. I understand if you guys don't like it, but I do not care because I like it and we're doing it. Let's go. Uh-oh, this is a flashback if I'm not mistaken. Quickly, bring the child. We're almost there. There are sounds in the past behind us. We are betrayed. It can't be. Go, go. You must turn back. I'll go on with the girl. Hurry. Is he waiting? Okay, yeah, this is like a dream, if I'm not mistaken. Be still, little one. Okay. This kid looks familiar. You must go in the Darren Guard. You will be safe there until I can return. Do not follow me. Get in the cave now. Okay. So for those who don't know what's going on, this is a dream sequence. That's a great red dragon, and apparently some other dragons with them. And I'm assuming that this is Thorn as a baby. Yeah. So Thorn knew the dragon. She just don't remember the dragon, from what I gather. And Phone Bone, are you awake? No. Phone Bone, what? Keep your voice down. What is it? You have another weird dream? Yes. Get up, but don't wake up the others. Okay. Do you still have that old map that you and your cousins found out in the desert? I think so, in my knapsack. Here it is. You know, when I was lost out in the desert, I actually followed this map into the valley. Let's sit at the table. When I was a little girl, I used to have this one dream over and over again. And in the dream, I was standing in a magnificent cavern surrounded by dragons. And now you're starting to have this dream again. Yes, and whenever I have it, it wakes me up in the middle of the night. Have you told Grandma Ben about the dreams? I did when I was little. She used to tell me not to be afraid because dragons don't really exist. That's strange. Grandma knows about dragons. Right, but I didn't know that then. And you saw the way she and a great red dragon were acting the other day. Those two know something that we don't. You think it has something to do with this map? All I know is I stopped having that dream years ago until you showed up and pulled that map out of your knapsack. Ever since then, the dreams have been back, and they're more vivid and real than ever before. I still don't understand why seeing this old map triggers a dream. I think I do. I drew that map. You're kidding. I'm pretty sure I'm starting to remember it. I drew that map when I was in the cave with the dragons. Whoa, wait a minute. What are you saying? You really were in a cavern with a bunch of dragons? I thought it was a dream. Oh, I don't know, Phone Bone. It's so confusing. Okay, we'll go slow. So, why did you draw the map? The dragons were holding me in the cavern. I drew the map because I hoped someone would find it and come and rescue me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Were you a prisoner? I don't remember. I don't remember anymore. But at the time, I wanted to escape. But how did you escape? Escape? Oh, this is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous, Phone Bone. I was never in a dragon's cave. It was just a dream. If it wasn't for that map, I swear I've been with Grandma Ben since the day I was born. Well, there's the map. I say we wait Grandma Ben to show it to her. No, let's wait until after the race. She's got enough to worry about right now. Let's keep the map a secret for now, just between you and me, okay? Okay, that's what you want. Good. Let's go back to bed. Good night, Phone Bone. Good night. Hold on. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Grandma Ben. Did you sleep well? Yeah, today's a big day. You're excited about your race this afternoon? I do feel pretty chipper. Maybe I'll go for a jog, 50 or 60 miles, just to loosen up. Would you like to join for breakfast first? No, thank you, dear. I'll just order a cup of tea. See you at the race. I bet everything on the mystery cow. Me too. I bet both of my chickens. Shh, here she comes. Good morning, fellas. Morning. Now, you boys don't have to stop talking on my account. Yes, we do. We were talking about betting on the mystery cow instead of you. Good job, pencil neck. Oh, Jonathan, that's all right. You can bet any way you want. It doesn't matter to me. It's just a race. Really? It doesn't make you feel old and useless? Of course not, dear. Eat your breakfast. Give me a cup of tea, Lucius. Come right up, Rosie. Are you okay? You look kind of down. It's nothing, sweetie. I'm fine. I don't think so. You're usually chomping at the bit this close to the cow race. Look at you. You're all slumped over. Come on, Rosie. You don't want folks to see you like this. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? You want people to bet on you, don't you? Well, they won't unless you look like a winner. Now sit up. I appreciate what you're doing, dear, but it's too late. Nobody's betting on me anyway. Oh, they're not, are they? Who told you that? Everybody. You must have heard talk in the bar. Yeah, well, I don't listen. And neither should you. You can't let them get you down, Rosie. The only way you can win the race is if you believe in yourself. He's right, Grandma. Don't listen to the rabble. Think positive. Since when are you on one of my boosters, Phony Bone? I'm a friend, Grandma, and I care. Pay no attention to what these farmers are saying. You can win, and I have faith in you. What are you up to, you little runt? Nothing. Can't a friend wish a friend luck? Horse novice. Lucius, dear, I'll be in my room until the race starts. Bring me that tea when you get the chance. Poor old sap. She's going to get creamed this afternoon. If you want my advice, you're better off betting on a mystery cow. Speaking of which, a well-to-do man like yourself must be thinking of making a wager on the race. A really, really big wager, like, he'll say, your entire bar. There's no rush. When you're ready to bet, you know where to find me. I'll be taking bets right up until the starting bell. Think about it. Hold on. We know you're sweet on her, Lucius, but nobody's going to bet on Rose when the odds are 100 to 1 against her. 100 to 1? Says who? Ask your cook. He's got a betting booth set up on the fairgrounds. Yeah, ask him. He'll tell you. His folks are lined up for miles at his booth putting bets on the mystery cow. The mystery cow, huh? Everybody's talking about it. Fastest cow that ever lived. You ought to get in on the action, Lucius. Anybody ever actually seen this mystery cow? What do you mean? I mean, have any of you jokers laid your own eyeballs on this cow you bet your life savings on? Yeah, sure. Well, I haven't seen it, but somebody must have. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Have you? You're the one who told me about it. That's what I thought. Sounds to me like somebody's playing you boys for a bunch of saps. Well, somebody must have seen that cow. Here you go. Coffee's on me this morning. Don't forget to tell your friends to bet on the mystery cow. What's the matter? Would you rather have tea? Now, fellas, let's not get excited. We want to see the mystery cow now. Guys, I can't show you the mystery cow. It will spoil the mystery. We're going to spoil your head in a minute. Show us the cow, or we're going to take back our livestock and turn your betting booth into a pile of splinters. Okay. I'll take you, but don't say I didn't warn you. The mystery cow is terrible and dangerous. I got to make sure it's safe. Give me till noon, then meet me at the edge of the old leaning barn at the edge of town. You got till noon, Baldy, and this better be one scary cow. Ah, there he is. Tom, oh Tom. I was looking for you all over. Oh, wow. Damn. Tom is terrible. Just so we're clear, Tom is not great. He really did dump her for Jasmine from Aladdin. This is Jasmine. I'm showing her around the fair today. But I thought, we're going to watch the jugglers. Want to tag along? Oh, no, I was supposed to be walking with my friend Phone Bone anyway. Oh, yeah, the little guy with the nose. Okay, Thorn, catch you later. Your fault, Thorn. He was not a good guy starting off. Hiya, Bone. Hey, Ted. Haven't seen you in a while. What you been up to? Same old stuff. How's about you? Oh, same old stuff. Why don't you just tell Thorn that you likes her instead of moping around here in the woods? I could never do that. Shy, huh? Well, if you can't tell her, then maybe you should ought to write her. Write her? You mean like a love poem or something? No way. Sure, why not? In fact, that's just the very thing. A poetry will let her know how he feels. What's the point, Ted? She's so beautiful and I'm so funny looking. Right? You writes a real rouser of a rhyme, see? Then Thor gets the romantic part out where he stopped you standing there to remind her of how doofy looking you is. Hey, face it, Bone, a love poetry is about the only chance you're going to get. Well, maybe you're right. I'll give it a go. Now you're talking! Sweeps her off her feet. Your lips is like swollen pools. All right. I can do it myself. Okie dokie, pal. I'll be back to help with the juicy parts. God, voicing Ted hurts. At last, look, comrade, it is he, the little crab creature. The moist, succulent, marble with fat, well-boned creature. Are you sure we're allowed to eat that one? They all look alike to me. Yes, I'm sure. This one we're not allowed to eat is the one that has a star on his chest. You're right, it's that troublemaker, Phone Bone. You better catch him and take him to King Doc. Forget King Doc. If we keep him for ourselves, we can do anything we want to him. Oh, really? Does that include baking him in a quiche? No, it does not include. It does not include that. It includes eating him raw. That's too bad. We would have made a fine pastry filling. Toes. What rhymes with toes? Potatoes? Upon your feet, you have 10 toes, just like potatoes. Whoops. Hello, small mammal. All right, Phony Bone. It's noon. Show us this mystery cow. Shh, keep it down. I don't want to have to keep reminding you guys not to make any noise. I can't be responsible for what happens if you upset the cow. Now we're just going to tiptoe up to the barn and peek in through the cracks. Quit stalling. Yeah, we'll make all the noise we want. I'm warning you, keep it down or we're going to upset the... I can't really do sound effects. I can't do sound effects. I'm not good at those. You're going to have to just like assume that, yeah. And it's moo, moo. Woo, woo, bang, bang. I can't. Oh man, that is awesome. Bloody stars, this is going to kick down the front door. Hey, Phony, you got a crazy cow tied up in there? And she must have broken loose. Well, guys, what do you say? We're going to have a look at her? Maybe we shouldn't have set the cow right before the race. What do you think? What do you think? Should we go have a look? Not me, brother. I've seen enough. That monster's going to kill poor old Grandma Ben.
Uh-oh, you hear that? Sounds like they're ringing a bell on the village green.
Hey, they're going to start the race soon. We better get back to the track if we're going to get the good seats. Let's go.
Don't forget, the betting booths will be open until the starting bell. Tell all your friends.
How'd it go?
Smooth as silk. Put on your warm blankets. We got 10 minutes to get you on the starting line.
Oi, Captain.
This should be a piece of cake. Don't mess it up. So remember, start out strong. Give Grandma a run for her money.
I was the fastest kid in my kindergarten class.
But once you're in the trees, let the old bag pass you, and we want Grandma Ben to win.
Then we get to keep all the goodies that were bet on me, the mystery cow. How do I look in my warm-up blanket?
Maybe you should leave it on for the race.
What? And hide this beautifully handcrafted cow suit? You're crazy. Shout out to my homeboy Bane the Reckoning up in the building. What is up, man? Graham, wake up. Graham, wait up.
Oh, hello, Thorn. I'm on my way to the starting line. I want to get a look at the mystery cow.
Well, don't worry about a thing. You're going to do fine.
Thank you, sweetie. But I better get going. Is my number on straight?
It's straight. Have you seen Phonebone around? I can't find him anywhere. Not since breakfast. Wish me luck, dear. Good luck, Grandma. You can do it. I know you can. Lucius, have you seen Phonebone? Not since this morning. Last time I saw him, he was sitting by himself at the breakfast table. Phonebone wouldn't miss the cow race. I wonder what happened to him. Oh, boy. Look at here, Phony. The cows are at the starting line.
Perfect. It's not too late to slip you in, but it's not too late to slip you in, but it is too late for anyone to get a good look at you.
Aces, I'm on my way.
Hold it, Smiley. You're not going anywhere until you tell me exactly what you're going to do.
Oh, come on. Let me go.
All these people place bets.
All these people place bets with me on you. Hold on.
All these people place bets with me on you to win, right?
Right. I'm the mystery cow.
And?
You think I forgot the plan? Once the race is in the trees, I'll let Grandma Ben pass me, because nobody bet on Grandma Ben. And then, when she wins, you'll get to keep everything that was she bet on me. Satisfied, cuz?
Satisfaction with you is always so temporary. Hit the road. And try not to draw any attention to yourself.
Moo!
Now to circle back and pick up any last-minute suckers at my betting booth.
Phony, have you seen Phonebone? He's missing.
Not now, Thorn. I'm in a hurry. Made it! 2-minute warning, folks. Last chance to bet on a big cow race.
Well, there you are. I was afraid I'd missed you.
I made it back just for you, Lucius, old buddy. I had a feeling I might show up. What do you say? You want to bet?
Yep, I'm here to bet.
Yeah. Is that a big bet?
Oh, yeah, it's a real big bet. I'm shooting the works.
Are you getting to Barrel Haven?
Feast your eyes, Bone. This is my marker for the Barrel Haven Tavern.
Yes!
And I'm betting it all on Grandma Ben to win.
What?
I understand the payoff is 100 to 1. See you in the winner's circle. And for your sake, old buddy, you better have the funds to cover that bet. Could we have everyone behind the ropes, please? We're about to start the cow race. Did the mystery cow show up yet? Good. Okay, everybody's here. This is it, folks. On my signal.
Psst, Smiley.
Hey, Voody.
Shit. Change the plans. Lucius bet on Grandma Ben to win. You have to win now.
What?
You have to win now. Lucius got the bear on Grandma Ben. Lucius bet the bar on Grandma Ben. We'll be ruined. Move over. I'm getting in.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wait, I'm not in yet.
Man, these cows are fast.
Come on, Grandma. Run, Rosie.
They're in the trees. Who was the first one in? It was Grandma. She's ahead. No, it was a mystery cow. Let's go down to the finish line. Good start, eh, Thorn? Looks like your grandmother's in the lead. I couldn't tell. Come on, let's head over to Devil's Dyke. Watch the cows and come out the woods. This might be closer to racing than I thought. What's the matter? I don't understand why Phone Bone isn't here. He's starting to get worried. Where is he? Oh man, I love this. Okay, this is funny to me. He's running, it gets come into the hole, they start climbing out of it. I love these rat creatures, man. They're hilarious. This is awesome. Keep running, Bone. Keep running, Phone Bone. Whoa.
Ow, let go. Oh my, we're pretty high up, aren't we?
Just keep very still.
Ow.
Don't move a muscle. I am almost there.
Boing.
Stupid rat creatures. I wish I had kids because I would totally get the kids to read the Possum Kids part. Hey, look who's coming. It's Uncle Phone Bone. Run, kids. The rat creatures are after me. What are we gonna do? We're gonna help them. We can cut ahead of them and meet them at the fork in the road. Then we hang on by our tails, pull up Phone Bone to the smaller branches where the rat creatures can't go. Good idea. Somebody should go tell Mom. These kids are go.
Win. All right, little Miss Mystery Cow. I think it's time to get a good look at you. Keep away from her.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stay on the path. I can't see. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. I forgot how much I love the Great Cow Race. I promise you, I'm almost done.
Ow, jeez, get off me, you moron.
Where are we? I can't see a thing. Hold on.
Ow, jeez, get off me, you moron. Where are we? I can't see a thing.
Hello?
Cow meat.
Yes, it is a cow meat. And if I want to win, I got to get back on the path. Come on, cuz. We're not out of here yet. We're not out of this race yet.
Say, that wasn't a real cow. That was one of those bones in disguise.
Gangway!
Go get them.
Hello, Phone. I didn't know you were in a race. Shut up, Smiley.
Will somebody please just kill me?
Here they come. Wow, what happened? Beats me. You grab Bone, I'll grab his cousin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what? Uh-oh, that. Oh, man. Great cow race in the roast. It's crazy. And Grandma Ben sees a mystery cow. Ah! I can't. Oh my God. Hold it, everyone. I think I hear them already. Unbelievable. They're coming. It's on the record time and in record time, too. I know betting on a mystery cow will pay off. Anybody see him yet? Who's in the lead? Look there. Look, there they are. Here they come. Here they. Oh, what in the world? It's easily like my favorite comic, man. I'll tell you. So you got. Look out. She's gaining on us. Out of the way, boys. And she wins. Ha! I won. I wish I was a much more famous or YouTuber because this would be like this should be a meme right here. Grandma Ben just looking confused as hell after all this ridiculousness just happens.
Hot diggity dog. That was the best cow race ever. Now to get my hands on those bone boys.
All righty. Oh my god. I love that. I love that so much. That was my favorite chapter on this thing. All righty. Sorry about that. I know that I took a little bit of a long time reading that, but I love that chapter. You got a chance to see why. Obviously not my best voice work because my neck is hurting. Voicing Ted in that one is actually very challenging because Ted is a tiny bug. So I want to give him like the biggest voice imaginable in contrast to like Grandma Ben, who I think is like, sweet old lady. So when I think of sweet old lady, I think of sweet old lady. Why is my neck hurt? No, it's because Ted was in here. Ted was in this chapter, and in order for me to be Ted, I have to growl a little bit. And when I growl, it's like, oh, yeah, it's like I gotta go ahead and be Ted. In contrast to like Smiley's like the easiest voice in here because all I gotta do is just talk a little bit higher. Whereas like Phone, I had to add the nasalness in. I had to add the nasaliness up in there, and also kind of give him like a New York accent, like a transatlantic, news guy or something. But yeah, it's actually very challenging to like I said. Smiley's the easiest. Smiley's definitely the easiest voice. Grandma Ben is also easy. Phone Bone is easy because it's just me talking. And then there's Red Dragon, who's he's quite challenging. He's quite challenging, but that's only because I have to talk lower in order to voice his work. Let's see what kind of Tokyo Pop comics we got up in here though. Like while I am looking, because like I went through Dark Horse and like started checking out some of the comics that Dark Horse had, and I got a couple of them from there. What I'm trying my best to do is not get a whole bunch of comics because I find myself getting a whole bunch of them, and I'm like, oh snap, I'm not even going to read all of them, or at least I'm not going to read all of them as much as quickly as I would like to. But but not like it's not my neck isn't hurting as much as it's not like my neck is hurting as much as it's like when I'm voicing Ted, I can feel the gruffness. I didn't realize Dark Horse actually had superhero comics until recently. Dark Horse actually, I recently looked into them. Dark Horse, they actually did kind of have their own little pantheon that they were working on for a little bit before they stopped. Like there's Ghost, there's X, there was a Ghost, X, Barb. I'm trying to remember who else. It was Ghost, X, Barb, Mecha, the Machine. Like they actually was working on their own little pantheon of characters, and I thought that was actually like really dope. And I looked into it, and it's like, I mean, they still have like Ghost is still around, X is still around, Barb is still around, but I don't think they did anything. They didn't do anything with Titan. They didn't do anything with the. Let me see if I can find that picture of the Dark Horse pantheon. Dang it. Sure, I'm trying to. Yeah, so yeah, there was. But yeah, they had like a whole pantheon that they were working on. Also, like that's kind of one of the reasons why I liked Valiant because Valiant kept their characters. Like I don't like. I want to say I don't. I think Image is one of the few ones that didn't have their own. I think Image is the one that didn't have like their own thing. What they were doing was just sort of like publishing other people's work. But like, but yeah, like Dark Horse, they like I said, it was barbed wire. It was barbed wire. It was X, Ghost, Mecha, the Machine. You know, they actually had some they had some work they could have done. But yeah, shout out to Dark Horse for still existing. Like I'm trying to remember, there was one comic developer. They were like still around. Like they really came around because like a whole bunch of people quit. A whole bunch of people like quit DC and said we're going to start our own thing, and then they did, and ultimately that was kind of like how it went. Do you know anything about Youngblood? The name sounds familiar. Are you talking about the team? Are you talking about the team Youngblood or a character named Youngblood? Because I'm familiar with a team called Youngblood, but I don't know if that's we're talking about the same person. Oh, the team. Yeah, I'm familiar with the team. I remember they were like, I think they were in DC. No, I think they no, were they in DC or Valiant? They were. I remember that they were like a team. God, I don't know where they came from though. But yeah, now every time I hear the word young blood, now I'm thinking of this song like young blood, something something, something something, something something, I'm just a dead man walking to the light tonight. Something something, something something. Dun, 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 woo, 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 young blood. Image, bro. I don't remember. Like, I barely read Image comics. I barely read Image comics. Like you know more about comics than I do in that regard. But like, if you're like, I will assume, yeah. Like, have you been like doing your research into like comics lately? Because if you have, that's awesome. In the meantime, I'm gonna check out some of these Tokyo Pop comics. See what we got in store here. I think I read At Large. It was like made by a black dude. It was not. It was weird, but it wasn't really my speed. But I supported it. Dead Company. I think I heard of that. That's like the Liar Game or something. Far Cry was an anime. That was a manga. That's wild. Okay. You know, speaking of, well, while we're talking about Image, I'm gonna like check out some of the Image comics and see if they actually have some stuff up in there from Image. Let's see. Where you at? There we go. Because if I'm not mistaken, like the thing I know the most about Image is ultimately that they did kind of like it started from like a whole bunch of people just like leaving DC. I think it was like a whole bunch of people leaving DC and Marvel and kind of just sort of starting their own thing. But it was like they didn't really have like a pantheon. They just sort of like did whatever they wanted to do. And as time went by, it was a lot of stuff that I think Rob Liefeld did something and just sort of like upsetted everyone. But yeah, I actually was reading Excellence, basically Black Harry Potter with a much more complicated story. I definitely recommend like it to anybody, you know, especially if you're like a fan of, you know, like the idea of black wizards, you know. Lady Mechanica, I was actually reading that too a while back. It was dope. A friend of mine had introduced me to it a while back, and I thought it was great. Massiverse, same thing. Monkey Meat by Junie Ba. Junie Ba, by the way, has a very, very, very distinct way of drawing that I can like, truly appreciate. Knowing how Marvel and DC treated their writers. Read Spawn. I'm not reading Spawn. I don't know if I can. I don't think Spawn is on here. At some point, I got to read Paper Girls. I told myself I would. The Radiant series, Radiant Black, Pink, and Red. I don't think Spawn's on here. Holy crap, dude! As soon as I say it, there it is, right there in my face. I am not reading that. Okay, but like, here's the thing: how did Marvel and DC treat their writers back then? Is the question. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Spawn is like right there in my face, man. That's wild. Let's see what else we got though, just in case. The Astounding Wolfman. Super Dinosaur? That's hilarious. I know somebody who would greatly appreciate that. Years ago. You got Walking Dead, Clementine. Zombies versus robots, which is weird, right? That's weird, ain't it? Like, does that sound weird to you? Like zombies versus robots? Let's see. Let's look in the Spawn. Let's see if they got. Oh my god. What is that? Spawn Origins Volume 1. Okay, so unfortunately it's just these two. Jack Kirby wasn't even treated great, which is weird because I thought DC and Marvel was like Jack Kirby's thing, right? Wasn't DC and Marvel? Hold on, did Jack Kirby start DC and Marvel, or was he just like a prominent part of it? You know, because King Kirby was the G, right? I'm gonna assume Pathfinder is just D&D, the comic. Huh, Jay-Z got his own comic. If I didn't hate Jay-Z, I would probably read this. He never really got to finish his stories, except for Thor. That's messed up, man. Hail to the king, bro. Like I said, anybody who's willing to throw hands on white supremacists is cool in my book. And from what I understand, that's King Kirby all the way. What's IDW Comics? What they got? I know they got like mostly Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This one comic, Alone Forever. Relatable. BB Wolf and the 3 LPs. Oh yeah. Bubba Hotep. Wait, is this what I think it is? Wait, Bubba Hotep and the Cosmic Bloodsuckers. Hold on, let me see. Return to the World, a cult classic film with this prequel in mind of this original creator. President Nixon has discovered an alien threat, and he knows there's only one man who can reach out for help, Elvis Presley. But will Elvis be able to defeat a horde of cosmic bloodsuckers? This a whole what? Elvis, President Nixon. That's crazy. Okay. He wrote New Gods as if it was a sequel to Thor. Wait, New Gods as in like with Darkseid and you mean New Gods as in like the series with Thor and I mean not Thor with Darkseid and the High Father and all that? Is that what you're talking about? That's the only New Gods I recognize. Cry yourself to sleep. Oh, yeah. Relatable. What else? Dirk Gently was a comic? That's crazy. I bet Jesus Vampire Hunter won't be on there. I don't think it would be. IDW has Sonic the Hedgehog. See, when I think of IDW, I immediately think of yo. Sorry, he's busy. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yeah, like I said, when I think of IDW, the first thing I think of is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because they used to have like a bunch of it on here, and I'm just trying to see if they still do. Gangsters and Goliaths, which is weird because why does it say Godzilla right there? Godzilla is neither gangster or Goliath. Well, he is a Goliath. He's gigantic. Fun fact: a long time ago, me and a friend of mine actually had a bit of a discussion about Godzilla being a T-Rex, and every so often he would get on my case about the possibility of Godzilla ever like going toe to toe against a T-Rex. Man, because he's so big and he's radioactive and he can shoot fireballs, he would like at random just like give me a lot of grief about that. The comic is about gangsters. The comic is about gangsters and Godzilla. Sure, I hope Godzilla destroys them. You know how I feel about those. You know how I feel about the Mafia. October Faction. That's one comic I'm not reading. Look at that. Look at that cover. That's terrifying. Pandemica, which is basically, I'm guessing that's shout out to the Big C parent thesis. I like that. Okay, so there was a comic up in here a while back that was actually dedicated to this idea of everybody like waking up with like think of it like a nuke, but instead of it exploding everybody, it turned everybody like amnesiac. It took everybody's memories away. Because how would a T-Rex beat Godzilla? I swear on everything. I swear on everything. I'm not trying to have this conversation in this chat right now. because of the fact that all I'm saying is if Godzilla was smaller and didn't have the fire breath, you know what? No, we're not doing this here. We're not doing this here. Shoot, I was right. I was right about that discussion. Oh, you was right, man. They got Sonic the Hedgehog right here. Wait, is this like okay? Is this a revamp or like a retcon or is it just a continuation? I am so sick and tired of comics with retcons, bro. I really am. I am sick and tired of like I understand that I understand comics doing a long like doing I understand comics doing a thing whereas like oh it takes so long that you kind of have to like redo everything just to keep everything current or whatever. But like look at Pokemon. Pokemon is still going. Ash hasn't aged a day. We have not seen his dad at all. But he is Ash is still doing Pokemon stuff with his Pikachu and all of the Pokemon that he captures. And we every so often we'll see Bulbasaur, Squirrel, and Charmander in the beginning and all this other stuff. We'll see like all the Pokemon that he gathers and stuff. I mean, of course, we're never going to see Butterfree again because I mean, you know, Butterfree is out there chilling. But the fact of the matter is that Pokemon is still Pokemon as it was the entire time, bro. And at no point did they ever like redo anything in order to mess up nothing. We just like, you know, why can't it just be like that? The Pokemon anime is over. The Pokemon anime is over. What? What? Hold on. Wait. Wow, this as in finished, or is it like done for the season and it's like we're just in between seasons? It's been over for a few years now. He finally won a tournament. Are you serious, dude? Hold up. Wait. I thought Pokemon was still going. Nah. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's a whole new anime. Bro, stop doing this to me, man. Like, don't like wait a minute, dude. Like, holy crap. I was not expecting that. That was news to me, man. That was news to me. But what I'm basically saying though is that like for as long because what I'm saying is for as long as it was out there, it kept everything going the same way. There was no retcons, there was no retcons, there was no like redos, there was no none of that. It was just Ash is like it's just a boy in this Pokemon. Holy crap, the Mueller report. Dude, the Mueller report got a comic. That is crazy. Okay, I gotta sample this at least. I gotta see what this is about. Give me a second. I just gotta. Holy crap! It actually is a graphic novel. Okay, I'm gonna have to read this in my spare time. 204 pages, and I could go right through that. Archie lost the rights to Sonic. IDW got the rights, so it has to be different. That's wild. Wait. Wow, come to think of it, the Archie comics ain't even up here no more. Now that I see it, now that you bring that up. I was doing IDW. We got Godzilla in Hell, bro. That's crazy. Godzilla races across time. Bro, Godzilla is definitely the king of the monsters. If Godzilla managed to go to hell and come back from hell and just whoop up on everybody, that is like Godzilla is definitely king of the monsters after that. Like, there's nothing. What can you do to Godzilla after Godzilla came back from hell of all places? Nah, dog. That's it. Game over. Just all like hail to the king. IDW Sonic is actually connected to the games. I'm cool with that. I want that to be a thing. I need that to be a thing more often, honestly. Like, I like the idea of stuff like I don't like seeing splinter storylines, man. Like, let everything just be related. Let everything just make sense and be in context of everything else. Like, that's the reason why I kind of, for a little bit, I was actually like not a fan of Final Fantasy, because when I realized it was a different game each time, and there was rarely ever a reference between the one and the one before it. I actually thought that Final Fantasy X was connected to Final Fantasy like 7. I'm just sitting here like, when's Cloud going to show up? I'm sitting here playing Final Fantasy X, going, when is Cloud Strife going to show up? You know what I mean? It's like, wait, what do you mean Sephiroth ain't gonna show up? I mean, well, he's not going to because he's dead, right? Like, Sephiroth, like, he dies, right? But like, yeah, that made me mad. I'm sitting here like, what is happening? It's like, nope, different game, bro. Godzilla kills Zeus in a comic. Man, Zeus stay catching strays, bro. Like, Zeus stay catching strays, man. Like, Zeus can't catch a break. As he should not, anyway. Also, I got 2 people up in the chat, and I'm genuinely surprised about that, because normally around this time I only have 1 person left. Oh crap! They don't have Amnesia on here. Whack. Okay, so there was a comic up in here a while back. It was there was this character. He, like, like I said, it was a the funny thing is what it's confirmed that FFX takes place in a distant past on a different planet but same universe as Final Fantasy VII. Who confirmed? Wait, was this a recent confirmation? That's wild. Okay. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remember like playing Final Fantasy X, and the only thing I knew about Final Fantasy before that was Cloud Strife. I mean, I ultimately did know about like the one with Seifer and Squall, but I remember like just thinking to myself that I thought like Squall and Seifer were like Cloud Strife's homies or something. I remember just it was so weird back then to think about. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's like I don't like the idea of splinter stories, man. I don't like that. Like I want to see stories like kind of Classics Illustrated. Okay, that's when they take actual novels and turn them into comics. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, there is Archie Comics. It's right there. Okay. Shoot. I am genuinely surprised that there's people still in here. Ripperverse isn't on here. I hope not. Screw Ripperverse, man. Screw that. Like, I am. Matter of fact, let me check. Let me check to be sure. because I don't want to celebrate it not being here and then it's here. It's not. Let's go. They know good. They know good when they see it, and they know bad when they see it. Hell yeah. Let's go. Oh my god. Hello, it's TKO. All right, because I was reading Jalea. I keep seeing Scales and Scoundrels. I'm interested. I'm gonna probably check that out eventually. Archie Sonic didn't get an official ending. It was just quietly canceled. I don't like that. I don't like that, and I don't appreciate that. I don't like quiet cancellations. Let stuff end. Let a story end. I don't understand why not let a story end. Let a story end, bro. That ain't right. I'm not okay with that. Shoot, that's dumb. Also, the way I see it is that, like, I never understood the idea of canceling anything. It's like, oh, you're too much of a coward to read beneath the trees where nobody sees. That sounds like something. I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward as much as I am a smart person who doesn't like reading stuff that is scary. Harumph. I'm going to try to read BB Wolf. Like, I feel like this is another thing that I could probably use. I feel like this is another comic that I could probably use my voice acting on, especially because the characters are kind of cartoony. So I'm going to try to, like, read this a little bit. And also, because I am Southern, so let me see. Money, Mississippi, 1920. Okay, I could do this. Oh, God. Hold on. They say you got to suffer to sing the blues. Well, brother, I suffered like nobody's business. Got nothing to lose, right? I had nothing and I lost it all. And I give anything I could to get my hands. Hold up. I did anything I could get my hands on to get it back again. But all I can get my hands on is this here guitar. So I sing the blues one more time. It all began innocently enough on a Sunday morning, the night before had been the usual scene. You see, I made my living, meager as it was, as a farmer. That's how I fed myself, the missus, and the little ones. Rabid little pups ran me ragged. It could drive any wolf to drink, even if he didn't already have a penchant for it, which I did. But I lived by the blues. Well, that and drinking, and that's what I meant. And that's what I meant by the usual scene. Another late night of boozing and bluesing. And now I had to wake up to this. I could probably do that. Ken Penders kind of screwed Archie. Who is Ken Penders? BB, get out of bed now. What, Sam Hill? I'm coming. What I have all them kids for not to sleep in once in a while. I sleep in once in a while. And what tarnation is all that they're banging? Oh, great. He's married too. God, man. This is what I get for being single. I regret being single now because of the fact that it's like there's women in these roles, and I could have totally had my girlfriend like read these roles. She probably would have did a great job at it. And oh man, I definitely I definitely screwed the pooch on that one. Hashtag single, hashtag sucker. I had to read this in my spare time, but like I don't mind it. This is short too. I'll probably like read this at random when I got the time. Basically, a guy took over as writer for a while. He introduced a whole lot of characters with huge impact on the story. Like who? Ugh. All right, I'm obviously not going to read Furious aloud, but I was starting it and I enjoyed it. So she is tough, bro. This is a tough chick, man. This is a story of Candace Lark, consumed by guilt, a very dangerous woman. Nobody knows better. Okay. Well, I'm talking to you guys. Okay. Knuckles, girlfriend, Julie Sue, the entire Dark Legion. I think Dark Sonic. Dude, you've been like, okay, so I'm gonna assume that you're like really invested in the Sonic comic. Because like everything you just mentioned, I know very little about. Like, do they show up in the games at all? Don't you think a mother knows? Hey, spiders run to you because they trust you. Your monster. Spiders run to you because they trust you. No, okay, don't pull that on. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Don't do that. Because they trust me. Because they trust spiders. Don't no. Don't give me that. Do not give me that. Absolutely not. No, sir. Do not put no. Spiders run to you because they trust you. I swear to God, bro. Like I don't. I hate that you are unsay that. Find a way to unsay that. You liar. You are a liar. Shame on you. Oh my God. No, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Oh no. Spiders run to you because they trust you. I am sorry. No, don't say that. Oh my God. No. You are not about to make me feel bad for killing spiders, bro. I am not about none of his characters were in the games. Archie exclusive. I'm sorry. What? So he wrote characters that was important to the storyline, but they never thought to bring them inside the game. Man, bro, why do they do crap like that? That is annoying. No, none of his characters are in the games. I just like this is the kind of stuff that I don't like about comics. One of the things I don't like about comics is like, like when I read comics, I read a story. I'm tired of reading different stories dedicated to the same character. And I won't lie to you. I am genuinely enjoying the alternate universe Batman story, but it's still just the fact that it's like I'm also reading the current Batman story, and I'm just a little annoyed at how different they both are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean Waylon and Bruce were homies before he turned into the monster? Come on, man. I'm reading this comic, man. I love it. He tried and failed to make a spinoff using just those characters. Yeah, that sounds like something that sounds kind of selfish when you think about it. Shout out to Bane the Reckoning for keeping the chat active, by the way. Got 6 people up in here and only one person talking. Not that I'm upset about it. I'm just genuinely surprised. Anybody else up in here read comic books? And if not, why not? Like, do you just not have the time? Do you feel like you've outgrown them? You know, I feel like stories are not immature. I feel like there's always this sort of like there's always this approach to like, oh, stories are just, fictional stories are for like children, and it's not. Like anybody can learn anything from any context, which technically means that like, it should be like, like it should be kind of like a learning thing because, imagination helps. Imagination is education. Ooh, that's clever, right? Hello, Miss Mia. How you doing? And to continue his story, Archie says, "Screw you!" And during a crossover with Archie says, "Screw you!" And during a crossover with Mega Man, all his characters were wiped out. Wow, what? What do you mean, like destroyed? My dad collects them. He has really old ones. Oh, like what? I'm gonna remember me. I don't want to. Nah, that's mean. Okay, you're the person that was trolling me on my last one. Hopefully, you got better since then. Also, shout out to OG Mia. It's been a while. How you been, Mia? Pretty good. Like I'm assuming that you've been busy. Yes, major life changes. I totally get it. That's like I said, it's always a pleasure having you on. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're still okay. I understand people got lives to live. Everybody's different. Like I still sometimes think about like of possible use because I wonder how she's doing because she's like one of the earliest people. She's like one of the earliest people to ever like be a member of my channel. But then she stopped being a member and she just stopped interacting with me entirely. To this day, I still kind of wonder what happened with her. I just hope that she's okay wherever she is. But like I know that I know that behind these words are people who got lives and people who have stuff that they have to do. But I'm just glad to see that everything is. Hopefully, everything is okay. I appreciate it. I love this character though. I like this. From the Sonic Wiki, because Kim Penders sued to assert legality over his characters and succeeded, Archie Comics used the Genesis Wave as a method to wipe out in one swoop the affected characters and start new with Sonic. That is crazy. That's kind of petty too, if you think about it. He did. This is basically said, okay, you won. Here's your characters. That is wild, bro. The Genesis Wave, that is crazy. All right, Kim Penders. So basically, they pulled a Crisis of Infinite Earths type deal. Start new with Sonic. I dig it. By the way, this comic that I'm reading right now is called Furious. This is girl. She is basically like really strong. She beats the crap out of like the bad guys. Like think Powerpuff Girls but with blood and only one girl. If I'm not mistaken, I think she's on a stakeout or something. I like how they just keep calling her Furious. It's like I'm not furious. I'm the beacon. More like the beating. Started new with Sonic. Basically, Archie never really recovered after that. Then they lost the license. IDW decided to make the comics connected to the games. Kim Penders is while Knuckles was the only echidna for the longest. That's weird. Was that supposed to be more echidnas? They introduced an Echidna tribe in the DS game. Ken Penders sued because he thought the tribe was a ripoff of the Dark Legion from his comics. Well, damn. I feel like Kim Penders is kind of like, this bad guy. Man, I feel really bad now because I might be extra quiet and I apologize. But like I said, I'm reading the comic and you'll probably like Ultimate Marvel. Is that if Ultimate Marvels? That's the one where Captain America is a Trump supporter, right? If that's the one, then no, I will not. As a result, Sega made that whole game non-canon. God, oh wait, what game? Oh wait, okay, never mind. So I'm gonna go right from wrong. I don't even call myself furious, but that report has turned into a bigger monster. I'm the freaking beacon. I'm the freaking beacon, and this whole thing just. I like this comic, man. Bill and Charles Schultz was adopted by his mother. I just need to know how this girl got her powers. The Ultimate Marvel, the United States of America doesn't technically exist. I like it already. What's going on? So I mean, because it's weird because like the majority of the Marvel universe takes place in New York. So it's like you're telling me that it's Marvel without New York. Like I don't think Stan the Man would appreciate that one. Bro, I am loving this comic, bro. I love the artwork on. I think the thing I love the most is the artwork, especially because like she's not a natural blonde. That's just a wig. So like, she like I said, I'm just waiting to see who she's about to like. I'm just waiting to see who she's going to turn into like like roast beef. I mean, well, turn into like ground meat.
Okay, this is he stopped Peter from getting bit by the spider. Hold on, wait. The Maker, evil Reed Richards, took over the world and stopped people from becoming heroes, turned them evil or killed them. Now the heroes are revolting, trying to stop him. He stopped Peter from getting bit by the spider. So who's Spider-Man now? Who's Spider-Man now? Wait, don't tell me it's Eddie. Is it Eddie? Is Eddie now Spider-Man in Ultimate Marvel? Is Eddie now Spider-Man in Ultimate Marvel? Also, you say evil Reed Richards, but Reed Richards is not exactly a good guy. Shoot, hold on. This chick is evil. Oh my god. Another Saturday night and I ain't got nobody. Oh my god. I love this girl. I love this character. This is like my favorite character. Reed Richards isn't a bad guy. Nah, bro. Maker is evil. Like staged on accident that killed his parents and little sisters for Sippy. Scott Steiner evil. Well, now I want this dude to get like beat up. I want the Maker to get beat up. Like I hate him already. Also, when you said Sippy, I immediately knew what you were referring to. Okay, but what made him like this though? Yeah, I love this comic, dude. Oh my god. His life sucked compared to Main Street Richards. Hey, like, I get it, but is it? I don't know. Something about that just don't seem. I don't know. In any case, Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose real quick. All right, so random story time for the 3 people that are still up in here. I was actually supposed to get a root canal today, but I didn't really go around to getting it because there was a bit of an issue with my insurance. So, like, now I have to set up another appointment sometime later in the week, sometime later, if not sometime next week, to get everything situated that way. And between now and that time next week, I don't specifically know if I'm going to even, like, bro, like whenever my cavity starts acting up because I have a really bad cavity, it's like whenever that starts happening, like I'm in the most excruciating pain of my life, and it hurts like hell. So it's like, I'm at this point right now where I'm just kind of hoping that at some point, I get this taken care of. Like I'm trying to be optimistic about my insurance and everything getting situated. Basically, he was bullied. His dad hated him for being smart and weak. Sue rejected his proposal and married Ben. God, dog. That probably was the last straw. I mean, nothing against Ben. I actually do feel like him and Ben probably would have been great. Tooth pain is the worst. Hope he can get it taken care of soon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm actually very upset about it because I was supposed to get it today, but there was some issue with my insurance that I had to get taken care of through work. And the irony is, I took off from work today to go get my root canal, but because I couldn't get situated with my job today, I couldn't get it because there was something wrong with my insurance. So today was just kind of like a waste a little bit, and I just feel really, I feel like I definitely kind of like this sort of, yeah. It doesn't really, yeah, it sucked. But also he was like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I understand the maker being, yeah, I understand the maker being evil, but I'm not sympathizing with him. I really do want him to. I still want him to get like. I still want to see him like get whooped up on. Cause bro, like this dude, yeah, nah, you don't. There's only like so much you can actually do to a person. Nah, screw that. Is it passing? It is. I really am. I can change my hair, my eyes. Oh my god. Man, that's a nice comic. I like that. I'm gonna start reading more of that. Let's go. So I don't know anything about Saint Seiya. I know nothing about Saint Seiya. All I know is that it's like there's a wrestler. I don't know if he still wrestles in Georgia, but there was a wrestler. His name was Cosmosis, and Cosmosis was a Saint Seiya fan, and so he would dress like a character from Saint Seiya, and I didn't know about it because I never watched Saint Seiya before. Maker tried that in the 616 universe and found out he was a normal fish in a big pond. Maker tried to do what? What Maker tried to like he tried to screw up the universe over there? He tried to mess with the 616 heroes and they whooped him. Okay. Like even Reed Richards was too much just because as smart as Maker is, he isn't as smart as Reed. Well, who is? Isn't Reed like one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe? Between him and T'Challa, and between him and T'Challa and Professor X. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say Knights of the Zodiac, they're based off of the Zodiac, right? So, being that I'm a Libra, is the Libra cool? I just got to know these things. The Gold Saints are pretty cool from TV tropes. Okay. Like, I'm cool with that because like I say, being a Libra, I gotta know. People in existence, he's by no means short on competition. Hold on. Reed as the Maker is by no means a small fish. He's essentially a multiversal hive mind with Rubberman powers, considerably stronger than those of 616 Reed. But despite being one of the smartest people in existence, he's by no means short on competition when he's trying to be a villain on Earth 616. There are numerous people almost as smart or even smarter than him, at the not the least of them 616 Reed, and countless more heroes that have way more experience and wits than the Maker tends to account for, resulting in several embarrassing struggles with the Fantastic Four, Avengers, Sunspot, and Venom. Not to mention there are a lot more heroes active than in his home dimension. Okay. So he does get whooped. Okay. Thank you, man. That's satisfying to see.
And took it over from the beginning. Hold on. That's why he ran to a new Ultimate Universe and took it over from the beginning. Wow, that's kind of a that's kind of a wimp move a little bit. That's kind of a wimp move. I disrespect that. I don't respect that at all. He's kind of a wimp. I'll give him that. That's some wimp stuff right there. Wimp low. Let's see. This is an anime. This is like drawn way too well. They literally made this into an anime, paused it, took some screenshots, and just added this into this comic. This is too dang good. This was not drawn. Kingpin, Captain Britain, Hulk, and numerous others work for him. Work for him? Kingpin works for him? Man, wow, that's a statement I never thought out. That's a statement I never thought I'd hear myself just say out loud, dude. That's bananas. Shoot, man. Okay. Oh wow. It is almost time for my bedtime a little bit. All right, so here's the thing, y'all. I do appreciate you guys for like popping up and showing some love and everything like that. I love talking about, obviously, as you can tell, I love reading comics and talking about them, doing my little nerd piece and everything like that. I'm not gonna leave like right now, but I am kind of getting there a little bit. Definitely gonna take the little screenshot off for a second because yeah, I'm gonna read those comics in my spare time. Uncle Ben is alive, but Aunt May is dead. Why? Bro, they really are trying to like just, it's like, hey, this is all a retelling. Why kill Aunt May? That's some evil stuff right there, man. That's sick. I don't like that. Because when I think of Aunt May, I don't think of like hot Aunt May. I think of old Aunt May from like the animated series from like the 90s. You know, the wow. You know, so it's like you said Aunt May is dead. I'm just thinking about them killing that sweet lady off, and I'm not okay with that. Also great, also easily the best opening for Spider-Man you probably ever heard in your life. Like it doesn't even come close. Like nothing else like comes close, man. That was like the best one. And you know how much I hate using the words the best when it comes to anything. But like now that I think about it, that's probably like the only, because I'm trying to think of the other Spider-Man animated series. That's the only one I actually sat back and watched. Freaking had Peter up in there looking like he was a 30-year-old man, like a retired football dude was like a retired football player who just kept in shape. That was bananas. You mentioned Eddie earlier. He lost Venom. Don't do that. I feel like this is such a tragic sounding universe. You know what I'm saying? Like this universe sounds really, really, really tragic. Really it's like it's bumming me out, man. It's bumming me out. Oh no, this is mainstream. Eddie is Carnage now. Eddie is Carnage now. Don't do that. Eddie is Carnage. That's sick, bro. Wait, because Carnage is like the evil one, right? Like Carnage is the one who like actively like seeks out people to kill, right? Like Venom is mostly like self defense, kind of docile, really chilled out. But Carnage is like named Carnage for a reason, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like that's like you're kind of like giving me, man. You man, don't tell me that, bro. That's sick, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know who Carnage is because Carnage is the redneck. Oh, okay. You missed that Mary Jane. You missed that Mary Jane is Venom now. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I really do. I need to start reading up on Marvel. Does Marvel do the same thing that DC does? Whereas, like, you could like have like a year long subscription or whatever. Are you reading Marvel right now, or are you just kind of like how are you doing it? Because I have the DC app. Does Marvel have an app? Because now I'm compelled. Excuse me. Oh boy. I hold on guys. I gotta I think they do. Yo, I gotta pee right quick. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay. He says, "Screw human." Cyclops has turned his back on humanity. Yeah, I mean, but Cyclops was always pro mutant anyway, wasn't he? Cyclops was always like on the side of the mutants anyway, right? Like he wasn't trying to do the whole mutant. He was just like, wasn't he kind of always sort of radical about it? He says, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I remember, like, for the longest time, I remember Cyclops kind of, I hate the Krakoa age guy cut short. You know, here's the, like, this is what I'm saying, dude. Like, this is why I need for you
This is why I need for you to like start going live on Twitch, because that's like I can honestly like I would rather be watching your lives talking about this stuff with you because you know more about this stuff than I do, and I'm interested to hear about it. And also, it's been forever since I actually like seen you play a video game, and I guess part of me is sort of compelled to want to see more of that. I'm going to keep pressuring you to go live until you actually consider it. You know, I know you got a Twitch account. At least I think you got a Twitch account. I might consider it. Heck yeah, man. Like I said, like if nobody else will, I will watch your stuff, bro. Because of the fact that it's like, you know, like you are, I mean, first of all, you're talented. You're good at playing video games from what I remember. Imagine that every mutant on one island with Wakanda level technology. I don't want to imagine that because like all it takes is just one mutant to like go bad, and all of a sudden they're like literally turning the whole world into their, you know, their own little shooting, their own personal shooting range or something. It's like that's all it takes, man. Just a breach of morality, and all of a sudden, peeps is like, you know what? To heck with these humans. I mean, like, look at Magneto, bro. Like I said, it's like the idea. Nah, that's dangerous. The one guy who messed it up for everyone, Sabretooth. Hold on. They had a council consisting of Magneto, Professor X, Apocalypse, and numerous others. They agreed to leave the humans alone. What, did Sabretooth eat somebody? Because I know he's like evil. I know he's evil, right? Either that or he's just like, he's either evil or somebody messed with him and they, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I'm reading. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A freaking Sabretooth. That's wild, actually. Now that I think about it, I just need to know what he did now. Believe it or not, Apocalypse isn't a bad guy anymore. I mean, it's just like, are you talking about like in the new Marvel thing, or are you talking about like in canon, or in like this new canon, the Ultimate Marvel? In canon, how's Apocalypse isn't a bad guy anymore? Nah, you pull him a leg, man. With a name like Apocalypse, don't give me that. Shoot, he really just wants the best. What's best for mutants? I get that, but that's what I'm saying though. Is that like, I mean, like, here's the thing: was he? I mean, like, but Apocalypse. I don't know why. I thought Apocalypse was like, an alien. Not really an alien, but I thought Apocalypse was like some sort of inner plan, like it was like from a different plane of existence. I didn't know he was. I didn't know Apocalypse was a mutant. But obviously, once again, I don't read Marvel, so you know me, man. I'm a DC head, but for what it's worth, I am intrigued by what Marvel has to offer. Shoot, I didn't know that he was a mutant. I need to watch Saint Seiya. What I'm hearing about it is actually pretty cool. But yeah, Saint Seiya is dope. Yeah, that's the plan. The thing is, it has so many spinoffs. There's a new Doom Patrol believe right now. Yeah, I actually read the Doom Patrol, and I actually watched the Doom Patrol series, but like I didn't like I like the Doom Patrol because like, I think that, obviously seeing Brendan Fraser come back is always fun, but also like this Doom Patrol series on HBO was really, really, really good. But in Japan, its impact on shonen is up there with Dragon Ball. Oh, I believe it. I believe it. I hear a lot of great things about like Saint Seiya. I hear a lot of awesome stuff about Saint Seiya, but I know nothing about it.
The only reason why I even like know anything about it right now is because of the bits and pieces that I've heard about it beforehand. And Cosmosis, this wrestler in Georgia, you know, dressing up as one of the Saint Seiya characters. And it's like as soon as he said Saint Seiya, I'm like, that's where I know that. That's where I know that character design from. I wonder if Cosmosis still wrestles. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Dang, I wonder if he. I hope he didn't retire. Man, come on. Okay, Cosmo Martinez. That's what he goes by now. All right. Man. It's really more about Greek mythology. I believe it. Like there's a whole bunch of so there was like this series. If you ever like remember Malcolm in the Middle when they actually like did the when they do the intro and they had that anime that was showing up in the intro, that was an anime about Mexican history. You know what I'm saying? It's like they really did just take like other people's like mythos and turn it into an anime. And we just didn't really notice it. Shoot. All right. I'm doing more reading than talking. I apologize for that. I'm sorry, y'all. There's like way too many instances where I'm just like staring. I call it blank space when I'm not moving, I'm not doing anything, I'm not making any sounds. And that's because, like I said, I'm doing more reading than talking, and I tend to do that a lot on here. So I do appreciate you guys for sticking around, though. Y'all have been a wonderful audience. I do also need to kind of get ready for work tomorrow because, I mean, it's still a work day. In the meantime, though, really appreciate you guys for being here. Remember, you're more than just a person; you're an experience. You can either choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, or no experience at all. And I definitely recommend being either a good experience or no experience because why be a bad experience? Everything kind of sucks right now. I definitely, why would you want to be a +2 to 10 on somebody else's bad day? We're all going through some stuff right now. So last thing I want is to add on to that. So if you can't spread love and peace, spread nothing. That works too. You know what I'm saying? But don't spread hate. Don't spread frustration. Don't be out here just hurting people because you're bored and angry or whatever. In the meantime, though, love and peace to every single one of y'all out there. I really hope that everything turns out okay for y'all. And we'll talk again soon.